In this lecture we will study about eigenvectors. In the previous lecture we have studied about eigenvalues, that how could we find the eigenvalues of a square matrix. Now that is the second topic in this chapter, eigenvectors. So let us start our lecture. How to find the eigenvector of a square matrix A. For example, if we are given a square matrix and we are asked to find the eigenvectors, then the following is the criteria. First of all, we need to find the eigenvalues from the characteristic equation. That is the characteristic equation. This equation has been studied in the previous lecture. So first of all, find the values of lambda from this determinant. Secondly, the eigenvector x, whenever you find the values of lambda from here, then for each value of lambda we have an eigenvector. So using all those values of lambda to find different eigenvectors. So for eigenvectors x, we need to use this equation. That is the same matrix but without determinant. The same matrix, lambda I minus a, determinant is missing here, multiplied by x vector is equal to 0. So using this equation we will find the eigenvector x. Secondly, we need to know about this equation. 0 multiplied by x is equal to 0 is true for which x? We know that any number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. It means that x may be any number, x may be any real number. So whenever we have this kind of result, this kind of equality, that 0 into x is equal to 0, so it will mean that this x is any real number t. Whenever 0 into x is equal to 0, it will mean that x is equal to t, where t is any real number. And secondly, if something multiplied by x is 0, 4 into x is equal to 0. So whenever we divide both sides by 4, it will mean that x is equal to 0 only. So whenever a non-zero number is multiplied by x and the result is 0, so it means that 4 is not 0. It means that x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 is the solution of this equation. And the solution of 0 into x is equal to 0 is x equal to t, where t is any real number. That is question number 3 on page number 9 in the concerned chapter. The question is find the eigenvectors of the matrices in exercise 1. We need to find eigenvectors for those matrices which are given in question number 1. That is question number 1, and that is the first part of that question. We are given a square matrix A, and for this square matrix A we need to find the eigenvectors. So we need to follow these two steps. First of all, we need to find the eigenvalues, the values of lambda from this determinant. So for this determinant, the characteristic equation is this thing. Putting the values of a, the value of identity matrix in this equation. So we have replaced I by identity matrix and a by this matrix, because a is 2 by 2. So this identity matrix will be taken as 2 by 2. Multiply lambda inside subtracting these two to get determinant of this matrix is equal to 0, and determinant of this matrix is this multiplied by this minus this multiplied by this. So that is lambda plus 1 into lambda minus 3 minus 0 into minus 8 is 0. Multiplying these two to get this equation and simplifying, minus 3 lambda plus lambda is minus 2 lambda. Now that is a quadratic equation. We are going to solve this equation by factorization. So the factors of this equation is minus 3 plus 1. Lambda is common in these two, so that is lambda which is common in these two terms, and 1 is common in these two, and lambda minus 3 is common in these two. So lambda minus 3 multiplied by lambda plus 1 is equal to 0 means lambda minus 3 is 0, lambda plus 1 is 0. So it means that lambda is equal to 3 and lambda is equal to minus 1. So these are the eigenvalues for this matrix. So first step has been completed, and now we are going to perform the second step, and for the second step we need to find this equation lambda I minus a n2x is equal to 0. So for eigenvectors, because A is 2 by 2 matrix, so x will be taken as a column vector, this column vector which have two elements x1 and x2, so that is x vector. So for lambda is equal to minus 1, for lambda is equal to minus 1, one thing is missing here, and that is lambda I minus a into x is equal to 0, this equation. So taking this equation, lambda I minus a is actually this matrix lambda minus 3 is 0 minus 8 lambda plus 1. This is actually lambda I minus a after simplification. Now we have got two eigenvalues minus 1 and 3. So first of all we need to simplify this equation, this matrix, for lambda is equal to minus 1, lambda is equal to minus 1. So whenever we put lambda equal to minus 1 over here, just look at this equation, lambda I minus a, this is lambda I minus a, that is copying from here and paste it over there, lambda I minus a. This is the value of lambda I minus a. Lambda I minus a is this value, so that is replaced by this matrix, and x is replaced by x1 x2 in column notation. This one is equal to 0 is actually 0 matrix, a column matrix. Now we have got two eigenvalues, namely minus 1 and 3. So first of all we will simplify this equation, this matrix equation, for lambda equal to minus 1. Whenever we replace lambda by minus 1 here, so that will become minus 1 minus 3 minus 4, and that is 0, that is minus 8. And whenever we replace lambda by minus 1 here, so minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So we have replaced lambda by minus 1 to get this equation. Now we need to take the augmented matrix in order to find the values of x1 and x2, because x1 x2 is actually the x vector and x is actually the eigenvector. So we are in search of the values of x1 and x2. So for this purpose, this idea is very simple, and we have studied this idea in the previous lectures, that what is the augmented matrix? The combination of this matrix, this coefficient matrix, along with this column vector. So whenever we combine these two matrices, we'll get this matrix, and this matrix is actually called the augmented matrix, denoted by A, and the subscript is B, small b. This is actually B. So anyways, this is augmented matrix. We need to convert this matrix into upper triangular matrix. What does it mean? It means that below this triangle, below this diagonal -4 0, below this diagonal, we need to make this element 0. So how could we make this element 0? We need to multiply row 1 by 2, and subtract it from row 2. Row 2 minus 2 row 1. So whenever you multiply row 1 by 2, so that will become -8, and whenever you subtract -8 from this -8, you'll become this entry will become 0. So row 2 minus 2 row 1 can be performed in the side work. First of all, write row 2, this whole row 2 upstairs, and multiply row 1 by 2, this row 1 by 2, and write it downstairs, and then subtracting these two to get an answer which is actually 0 0 0, and that will be written in row 2. Anyways, so you see that below this main diagonal, this entry now become 0. So that is actually upper triangular matrix. Now from back substitution, what is back substitution? That we need to start from row 2. So from row 2 implies 0 into x1, that is the coefficient of x1 actually, and that is the coefficient of x2. These are the coefficients of x1 and these are the coefficients of x2. So from row 2, 0 into x2 is equal to 0. So from this idea, 0 into any x, 0 means x is t, where t is any real number. So from this row number 2 implies 0 into x2 is equal to 0 means x2 is equal to t, where t is any real number. And row number 1 implies, this row number 1 implies -4 into x1, plus 0 into x2 is equal to 0. Now 0 into x2 is actually 0, so -4 into x1 is equal to 0. So that is actually this b1. Any number multiplied by x is 0 means x is equal to 0. So that means that x1 is equal to 0. So hence we have got the values of x1 and x2. So hence eigenvector corresponding to lambda equal to -1 is x equal to x1 x2, and x1 is actually 0, x2 is t, so 0t. That is the answer of this portion. I mean, this is the eigenvector. If you replace t by 1, you'll get 1 eigenvector. Replace t by 2, -1, -2, and so on, so on. Anyways, so taking t common from this vector, taking t common from these two, whenever t is common, so that will become 0, and here 1 will be left. So that is actually the eigenvector corresponding to lambda equal to -1. Now secondly, we need to find the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3. So replace lambda is equal to 3 in this matrix equation. Whenever we replace lambda by 3 here, we will get 3 minus 3 0, then 0, then -8. Replace lambda by 3 here, so 3 plus 1 is 4, and that is equal to 0. In the same manner, taking the augmented matrix, this matrix and this matrix combined in one matrix, so that is augmented matrix. we need to convert this matrix into upper triangular. Below this main diagonal, this element must be 0. So we see that upstairs is 0. This may not be equal to 0. Interchanging these two rows, whenever you interchange these two rows, we will get this matrix, and we see that this matrix is already an upper triangular form because this element is 0. So in the same manner, by back substitution, row number 2 implies 0 into x2 is equal to 0. It means that by this definition, 0 into x2 is equal to 0 means x2 is equal to t, where t is any real number. And row number 1 implies minus 8 into x1, minus 8 into x1 plus 4 into x2 is equal to 0. Now x2 is t, so replacing x2 by t here, converting this term towards right hand side, dividing by minus 8 to get x1 equal to minus minus cancel, 4 2s are 8, so t by 2, so x1 is 2, t by 2. Hence the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3 is x1 x2, but x1 is t by 2 from here. X1 is t by 2 and x2 is t, so that is the eigenvector, taking t common from these two to get this eigenvector. So that is how we find the eigenvector corresponding to various eigenvalues. That is for 2 by 2 matrix you see here. Now in the coming slide, we study that how could we find the eigenvector for a matrix whose order is more than 2. Question number 6 is there, page number 10. Find the eigenvectors of the matrices and exercise 4. That is the exercise 4. That is the first part of that exercise. We need to find the eigenvectors of this matrix. So the same idea will be followed. First of all, we should take the characteristic equation to find the eigenvalues. That is the characteristic equation. And now replacing identity matrix by 3 by 3 identity matrix, because A is 3 by 3, and replacing A by its own value, multiplying lambda inside, subtracting these two matrices to get this matrix, and we need to find the determinant of this matrix. So what is the determinant of this matrix? We need to expand this matrix by first row. Whenever you expand this matrix by first row and simplify, that has been studied in the previous lectures, we'll get lambda is equal to 1 2 3. We see that whenever a matrix is 2 by 2, we get 2 eigenvalues, and whenever a matrix is 3 by 3, we are going to obtain 3 eigenvalues, 1 2 and 3. That is not necessary. Maybe 2 of them are repeated, for example 1 1 and 3. So anyways, obviously there are 3 values of lambda. So that is the first step. First of all, we have to obtain the values of lambda, which are actually the eigenvalues. Now we are in search of eigenvectors. How could you find the eigenvector? Because A is 3 by 3 matrix, so X will be a column vector having 3 components, x1 x2 and x3. So therefore for eigen vector, we take this equation, and the value of lambda I minus a is this from the previous slide, and x is actually this vector, 0 is actually the 0 vector. Now we have got 3 values of lambda. First of all, we need to calculate this equation for first value of lambda, which is actually 1. Lambda is equal to 1. So put lambda is equal to 1 here. 1 minus 4 is minus 3, 0 minus 1 2, then again replace lambda by 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, and then again lambda is replaced by 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0. That is the that is the matrix equation for lambda is equal to 1. Now in the same sense, taking the augmented matrix, the combination of these two matrices is actually the augmented matrix, and we need to convert this matrix into upper triangular. Below this main diagonal, these three elements must be 0. So we need to make this and this element 0. How could we make this and that element 0? By these two operations. Row 2 plus 2 by 3 row 1, and row 3 plus 2 by 3 row 1. Whenever you perform these two operations, we will get this matrix. Changes will occur in row 2 and row 3. Now you see that this matrix, this augmented matrix, is converted into upper triangular. Below this main diagonal, all elements are 0. So these are the coefficients of x1, these are the coefficients of x2, and these are the coefficients of x3. So using back substitution, I mean, what is back substitution? Starting from row 3, minus 2 by 3 into x3, because this is the coefficient of x3, minus 2 by 3 into x3 is equal to 0, and what does it mean? It means that x3 is equal to 0. So x3 is being obtained. Now from row number 2 implies 0 into x2 minus 2 by 3 into x3 is equal to 0. 0 into x2 minus 2 by 3 into x3 is equal to 0, but x3 is 0, so 0 into 2 by 3 is 0, so we are left with 0 into x2 is equal to 0. 0 into x2 is equal to 0 means x2 is any real number t for t belongs to R. Row number first implies minus 3 into x1, 0 into x2, minus 1 into x3 is equal to 0. Minus 0 into x1, 0 into x2, minus 1 into x3 is equal to 0. Now replacing x3 by 0 here, x2 by t, so we have replaced x2 by t, and x3 by 0. 0 into t is 0, 1 into 0 is 0, so minus 3 into x1 is 0. Minus 3 into x1 is 0 means x1 is equal to 0. So this is the value of x1, this is the value of x2, this is the value of x3. So therefore eigenvector corresponding to lambda equal to 1 is x1, x2, x3, but x1 is 0 from here, x2 is t from there, and x3 is 0 from here. That is the eigenvector. Taking t common from here, we will get 1 here, so that is eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 1. Now the same process will be repeated for lambda is equal to 2. Whenever we put lambda is equal to 2 in equation 1, we will get this equation. And now taking the augmented matrix, this matrix with this matrix is the augmented matrix, and converting this matrix into upper triangular, making these two elements 0. How could we make these two elements 0? By these two operations: row 2 plus 2 row 1, row 3 plus row 2 plus row 1, row 3 plus row 1, these two operations. So you see that this matrix is now in upper triangular form. Below this main diagonal, all elements are 0. Now by back substitution, these are the coefficients of x1, these are the coefficients of x2, and these are the coefficients of x3. By back substitution, 0 into x3 is equal to 0, so it means that x3 is any real number t. Row number 2 implies 1 into x2 minus 1 into x3 is equal to 0. Now replacing x3 by t here, that is t and 1 is t, and shifting this t towards right side to get x2 is equal to t, so that is x2. And row number first implies minus 2 into x1, 0 into x2 is 0, minus 1 into x3 is equal to 0, and replace x3 by t from here, shifting this t towards right side to get this equation, dividing by minus 2 to get x1 equal to minus t by 2. So that is x1, that is x2, that is x3. So eigenvector corresponding to lambda equal to 2 is x1 x2 x3, but x1 is minus t by 2, x2 is t, and x3 is t, taking t common from these three to get eigenvector. The same process is repeated for lambda is equal to 3. Whenever we put lambda is equal to 3 in equation 1, we'll get this equation. Taking augmented matrix, the combination of these two, and now convert this matrix to upper triangular, make these two elements 0. How could we make these two elements 0? Row 2 plus 2 row 1, row 3 plus 2 row 1, so that will become 0. Now this matrix is now in upper triangular form. By back substitution, 0 into x3 is equal to 0, so it means that x3 is any t. Row number 2 implies 2x2 minus 2x3 is equal to 0, and replacing x3 by t here to get this equation, shifting this term towards right hand side to get this equation, dividing by 2 both sides to get x2 is equal to t. And now row number 1 implies minus 1 into x1, 0 into x2 is 0, minus 1 into x3 is equal to 0, replacing x3 by t to get this equation, shifting this t towards that side to get this equation, and multiplying both sides by minus 1 to get x1 is equal to minus t. So the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3 is this vector, and x1 is minus t, x2 is t, and x3 is again t, taking t common from these three terms to get this eigenvector. So that is the criteria to find the eigenvector for a 3 by 3 matrix. In the upcoming slide, we will study that how could we find the eigenvalues and eigenvector for a square matrix whose powers are given. For example, we are asked to find the eigen values and eigenvectors for a square, a cube, a4, a5. So that is called the powers of a square matrix. So from the characteristic equation, if lambda is the eigenvalue of a square matrix A, then Ax will be equal to lambda x. That is the definition for eigenvalue. Ax is equal to lambda x. Now considering a square x, the power of square matrix, for example a square, we can write a square as a into a, but from equation number 1 we know that ax is actually lambda x. So replacing this ax by lambda x here, that is by equation 1, and now taking lambda outside this matrix A, because lambda is a constant number, we are left with ax, but by equation 1 ax is actually lambda x. So replacing ax by lambda x, that is by equation 1. Lambda into lambda is lambda square, so lambda square x. It means that a square x is equal to lambda square x. So if A is a matrix, then its eigenvalue is lambda power 1. The power of A is 1 here, and whenever that is A square, so the eigenvalue of A square is actually lambda square, the square of this lambda. Similarly, that is lambda square is the eigenvalue of A square with eigenvector x. You see that the eigenvalue changes lambda square, but the eigenvector is the same, x. The same x is here. So eigenvalues are changed, but eigenvector remains the same. Similarly, lambda cube will be the eigenvalue of A cube with the same eigenvector x, and generally lambda power k will be the eigenvalue of A power k. Lambda cube A cube, lambda square A square. So lambda power k is the eigenvalue of A power k. K is any number, positive number, 1 2 3 4 5 6, natural number, you may say that, but the same eigenvector x. So that is the process. Whenever we need to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors for a matrix, for power of a matrix, first of all we find the eigenvalue of that matrix and then obtain the square or cube, whatever we are asked, to find the eigenvalues for that power of A, and vector will not be changed. Vector will be the same as for given matrix A. This slide is a very important slide. In this slide, question number 12, page number 11, the question is find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors for A power 25, and A is given to us. A matrix is given to us and we are asked to find the eigenvalues and vectors for A power 25. So first of all we need to find the eigenvalues for this matrix A, and for that purpose we need to find lambda I minus A, lambda into I minus A. Simplifying this difference, multiply lambda inside to get this equation, subtracting these two to get this matrix, that is lambda I minus A. So for eigenvalues we are taking characteristic equation, and that is the characteristic equation determinant of lambda I minus A. Lambda I minus A is now this matrix, so replace lambda I minus A by that matrix and we need to find the determinant. So put straight lines or right here determinant of the matrix is equal to 0. Expand by row number 1, that is the expansion by row number 1, lambda plus A multiplied by this determinant minus 2 multiplied by this determinant plus 2 multiplied by this determinant. Now simplifying AD minus BC and so on, so multiplying these two minus these two, these two minus these two, these two minus these two, and then simplifying, multiply lambda plus 1 inside, 2 inside and 2 inside to get this equation. Now we see here that that is lambda cube, and now minus 2 lambda square plus lambda square is minus lambda square, so that is minus lambda square, plus lambda minus 2 lambda is minus lambda, minus lambda plus 2 lambda is plus lambda, and plus lambda minus 2 lambda is minus lambda. And what about these constants? 1 minus 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 4 cancel, so we are left with this one, so there is 1. And now we need to simplify this equation, taking lambda square common from these two. We are left with lambda minus 1 and minus 1 common in these two. Now lambda minus 1 is common in these two terms, so we are left with lambda square minus 1 is equal to 0. It means that either lambda minus 1 is 0 or lambda square minus 1 is 0. So from here lambda is equal to 1 and lambda square is equal to plus 1, taking square root of both sides to get lambda is equal to plus minus 1. So the eigenvalues are, actually these are three eigenvalues, 1, 1 and minus 1, but 1 is repeated, so we'll write 1 single and minus 1 separately. So we are two eigenvalues. These eigenvalues are for this square matrix A. For eigenvectors, we'll consider this equation, replacing lambda I minus A and replacing x, x1, x2, x3, because this is 3 by 3 matrix, so that's why we have taken x as a column vector having 3 components is equal to 0. Now for lambda is equal to minus 1, this equation will become minus 1 plus 1 is 0, minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3, and that is minus 1. Taking the augmented matrix, the combination of these two, and converting this matrix to upper triangular. How could we convert this matrix? This must not be equal to 0, so interchanging these two rows, or you may interchange these two rows as well. So interchanging row 1 and row 3, this row will be here and that row will be there. Now we just need to make this element and this element 0. How could we make this element 0? By adding row 2 with row 1. So minus 1 plus 1 is 0, minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2, minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2 is equal to 0. Now we need to make this element 0. How could we make this element 0? Row 3 plus row 2. So row 3 plus row 2, 0 plus 0 is 0, 2 plus 2 minus 2 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0. Now we see that this matrix is now in upper triangular form because all these elements are 0. Now by back substitution, row number 3 implies 0 into x3 is equal to 0. It means that x3 is any real number. Row number 2 implies minus 2x2 minus 2x3 is equal to 0. That is, and replacing x3 by t here, that is t, shifting this term towards right hand side to get this equation, dividing by minus 2 to get x2 minus t, and row number 1 implies 1 into x1 plus 1 into x2 minus 1 into x3 is equal to 0, this equation. Now replacing x2 by minus t here, x3 by t here, you see, are shifting these two towards right side first, so that will become positive and this will become negative. So x3 minus x2, but x3 is t and x2 is minus t, minus minus plus, so t plus t is 2t, x1 is 2t. So therefore the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 1 is this vector, and replacing x1, x2, x3 and then taking t common. So that is the eigenvector corresponding to lambda equal to minus 1. Similarly, the eigenvalue of A is minus 1, but we are going to find the eigenvalue of A power 25, so that will be lambda power 25. So taking the 25th power of both sides, taking the 25th power of both sides, lambda power 25 is equal to minus 1 power 25, but minus 1 power 25 is minus 1. So the I and I eigenvector is the same, that will not be changed, the same vector will be there. So that is the eigenvector of a power 25. So that is the eigenvalue for a power 25, and that is the eigenvector, the same vector for a power 25. In the same manner, you can find the eigenvalue for corresponding to eigenvector corresponding to lambda equal to 1, and the eigenvalue for a power 25 will be actually lambda power 25. So that is the end of this chapter and this topic. And the coming chapter we'll start the complex numbers, so try to attend that lecture. That is a separate chapter. I'll share that chapter in the group. Best of luck.